Do you cook at home?
Yes, I do.
And do you bake at home as well as at work?
Not as much as I would like to.
So when you cook and when you bake, what does that feel like to you these days?
Relaxing, but most of the times it's not out of cooking. It can be a chore as well. Once you get home after work and you have to cook, you have to feed yourself. Mostly on days off where you don't have to rush, then it becomes more relaxing.
So you feel the difference as opposed to when you're at work. Are you able to relax at work at all when you're cooking, baking?
When I'm cooking at work,
Yes.
not really. It's a high pressure environment. Plus, you're not cooking for yourself. You're cooking for paying guests. So a lot of stuff can be at stake. No pun intended.
But does that still mean that there isn't pleasure in the work at work, or is there? How can
In
you
my
it?
view, my work is not a work. I don't go to work. It's not salary means it's my career, so it's different. So I cook because I enjoy cooking. It's what I chose as a career.
You've been working on desserts, you've been cooking nearly every day of your life for so many years now. Can you still remember what it was like when you were starting? Was there any sort of hesitation or unease, or did it ever feel overwhelming and, not everything was coming naturally to you? Do you still remember those days?
Yeah, it was a long time ago, but yes, I remember them as they were yesterday. It's always the thing of not trying to mess up, trying to do your best. So
Quite a bit of pressure, hasn't that been?
yeah, pressure happens, yes. Especially the higher the position you are, the more pressure you are. So then the cooking doesn't really become that enjoyable. There's lots of other aspects going on.
Do you have any advice for someone who's struggling a bit, who's a bit worried maybe about the results?
To succeed, you have to fail. That's one of the things. So you can't achieve success without failing, unfortunately. It's how you deal with it. Cooking, if you're cooking for pleasure, it's not about, you don't have anyone, you don't have deadlines to achieve. There's no one you're charging for it. You're cooking for your family or you're cooking for your friends. Your friends are not there for the food. They're there for your company. If they just come to the house for your food, especially for me, they're just there for the company. It's different for a chef because a chef, it's your career, so you always like, I have to impress my friends. So for someone who's cooking as a hobby, it's completely different. You got a glass of wine or a drink next to it, you're just catching up with your friends. So it's nothing to, of course it's very relaxing. You come home from a straight day, you do a 9 to 6 job, you come home, you want to do a bit of cooking. You got the whole week to try various menus. So it's just about you try, you see what you like, you see what you don't like. Maybe first time's not great, second time you've got to be better. Your partner's not going to judge you. If people want to, like a perfect meal or whatever, which doesn't exist, go out and pay for it. So if you're cooking at home, it's all about relaxing. You know you're going to cook, you know you're going to have a drink if you drink, you're going to be chatting with your partner, something's going to start burning because you get distracted. They're going to jump in, they're going to stir the pot, you're going to get pissed off. But it's all about the engagement with the other person. If you're cooking because you get home and you've got to cook, oh, I've got to feed the kid, or I've got to feed myself, or I've got to cook out, then it's completely different. During the week, cooking is one thing, during your days off, it's another thing.
Sounds to me like what you said there, to succeed, you must fail. That's such a lesson from cooking that you can take to your everyday life and then apply it with many things.
Anything in life. Well, don't fail in crossing the road because you're not going to have many attempts to succeed.
Indeed. So with few exceptions. I mean, for me, and you've been my teacher as well, and we've worked together for nearly a year, and for me, across the board, wherever I worked in professional kitchens, I had so many life lessons come to me through cooking and from my head chefs. For instance, I remember you telling me it's okay to make a mistake, but if you don't do anything about it in good time, then there's a problem. On numerous occasions you told me this until I actually got better. And so I find it really cool that you can, even at home, that you can cook a little bit And there's so much that you can then take, the patience perhaps, the precision, the orientation to detail, the creativity, improvisation. Have you ever felt like this?
Every dish that I do at home, they will never be repeated the same recipe. I don't have a recipe book at home. It's just cooking from whatever's around. Yes, I know I'm going to do a paella. Okay, I'm going to do a paella. I don't follow any recipe books for it. I just cook what I want to cook, how I feel like. Getting the spice cabinet open, just put a bit of this. Today I'm going to put turmeric. Why not? Another day I'm going to put cumin. You know, it doesn't matter.
It comes with practice, doesn't it? This cooking intuition.
Yeah, it's just practicing. That's it. Just cooking how you feel. If you're feeling down a little bit, then you tend to cook more precise. If you're feeling happier, then you tend to experiment more.
That's true. Would you say, in your own experience, or perhaps what you've seen with other chefs you've worked with or you trained, does cooking help with, say, managing stress, overwhelm, or your emotions?
Again, because you're not cooking in a stressful environment and you're at home, it's already you're on your own turf, so it means you're already relaxed. You can stop at any time you want. You can pop. Just stop whatever you want to do whatever you want to do. There's no rush. There's no deadline.
Which is a nice balancing thing. Is there any lesson for life for yourself personally that you have distilled from your years of everyday cooking and creating desserts?
There's a lesson to life. Recently I have learned a lesson which I should tell people is just believe in yourself. Don't believe whatever other people have to say, because you don't have anything to prove to them or to yourself. Do what you want to do what you enjoy. It's not too late for you to change career if you do want to. For me, maybe it's a little bit late, but I don't want to. I like doing what I do. So I think people need to understand that opinions, like, I'm not to swear with this, are you?
It's alright.
Opinions are like arseholes. Everyone has one. So it's just how full of shit they are.
Very appetizing.
Yeah,
I do see what you mean.
If you're gonna edit this out, but in the end, that's what it is. You should just think about what yourself,
and believe in
maybe
yourself.
something that you feel it doesn't taste good, like your food, but maybe your partner's gonna love, or your friends, because they're not there to criticize you. No one's there to criticize you. They don't come to your house for your food. They come because they want to see you. The guests come because, unless you're super famous, they'll come. Still don't want to come and see you, but just believe in yourself and enjoy, or you burn yourself out because of food.